Welcome to Gear Haven. This is a gentle fantasy story from the world of the detective Glint, where mysteries are solved with kindness instead of fear. Find a comfortable place to rest and let the lantern light guide you. No one rented the room above the Clockmaker's shop anymore. Not because it was small, not because it was dark, but because time behaves strangely there. Detective Glint climbed the narrow stairs late in the afternoon. Below him the shop ticked steadily, clocks chiming in patient harmony. Above, the air felt thicker, slower as if reluctant to move. The door opened without resistance. The room was tidy, a chair by the window, a small desk, dust undisturbed but not neglected. "It doesn't hurry me," the room said quietly. And most people don't like that. Glint listened. Those who stayed here found hours stretching. Moments lingered. Tasks took longer, not because they were harder, but because the room insisted they be finished gently. Tenants grew uneasy. They left early. The clockmaker never complained. "Time should breathe sometimes," he said from below. Glint returned at different hours. Morning light crept slowly across the floor. Evening arrived softly without announcement. The room did not trap time. It loosened it. "I was meant for thinking," the room admitted, "for choosing what matters." Glint nodded. The solution was simple. The room would no longer be rented by the night. It would be offered by the hour. Writers came. Repairers sat quietly. Travelers rested without watching the clock. No one overstayed. The room felt complete again. Not useful to everyone, but essential to some. That night, Glint wrote, "Not every space is meant for speed." Glint did not leave the building immediately. Instead, he sat on the narrow stairs between the shop and the room above, listening to the layered rhythms of time. Below him the clocks resumed their steady ticking. Above him the room remained quiet, unhurried, as if it were holding space rather than measuring it. Over the following days, word spread quietly, not quickly. The room would not have liked that. People began to arrive with no expectation of productivity. Some brought notebooks they never opened. Others simply sat by the window and watched the light change. The room welcomed all of them without comment. No one stayed too long. No one felt rushed to leave. That was the balance. One afternoon, the clockmaker climbed the stairs himself. He stood in the doorway for a long moment, feeling the difference between the measured time below and the breathing time above. "It's doing what it was built to do," he said softly. Glint nodded. It just needed permission. As weeks passed, the clocks downstairs seemed to tick more gently. Customers lingered a little less anxiously. Repairs were finished with care instead of haste. The room above did not change the city. It reminded it. Before leaving, Glint placed a small sign at the top of the stairs. It did not list rules or prices. It read, "This room keeps time differently." Later that evening, as the last light faded from the window, Glint wrote in his casebook, "Some spaces exist to remind us that slowing down is not losing time. It is reclaiming it." Thank you for spending this time in Gear Haven. If you enjoyed this gentle mystery, you'll find more stories waiting in the playlist. Until next time, keep your lantern close and rest well.